Hello, everybody. How are you? Well, no one's here yet, so asking how you are is silly. Welcome to, I think it's like the fourth edition of Taco Tuesday. It's possible that I didn't upload last week's. I don't know, but welcome. Who's here? Do we have anybody? I can't see without my glasses. Excuse the high-low thing going on. You have got to see this crazy rig that I have set up. I have like my dog bin, and then I have a stepping stool, and then I have a couple books, but everything is like teetering. Like, like the stepping stool is like on the corner of a container. Like everything is just sort of, it's just crazy. I wish I could show you a picture of it. It's nuts. But my tripod is not working. It's like broken, and so I have to make it work somehow, some way. So today I was like not wanting to cook. I was not having it. I'm checking out these filters while no one's here. I kind of like it best without the filter. Yeah. I know one of my friends, Meredith, is supposed to come. Leanne is not coming. Leanne is not going to be doing Taco Tuesdays because she's not going to be doing vegan Taco Tuesdays because she's not vegan and she feels out of it, which is just kind of silly. I mean, it's not silly. I get it. But I don't care. I don't judge people. You know, we got to meet people where they're, not meet people where they're at. That sounds a little condescending. Gotta I mean, we all have our different priorities, and that's just how it is. Hello, someone's just joined. Who joined? Hello. Sorry that it's like so high. I just have this crazy rig going on, and you should see it. It's crazy. You would like freak out. It looks like it's all going to fall any second now, and it's possible it might fall. Also, my husband is upstairs talking to the phone company, AT&T, because they charged us for like a phone that we didn't order, and hopefully he won't start screaming. But it's always possible. Honestly, I don't think that women are supposed to be around male rage. Okay, I'm making some tea. Oh, I got dog food here too. I have to give the dogs the dog food. This is rooibos. It's my favorite herbal tea. Ouch! Do you see that splash? When I say herbal, I mean that it's not caffeinated. It's not black tea. It's not like real tea. But it's super good. I'm wondering who's here. Who's here? I'm trying to get rid of the whole... Okay, well, I'll continue talking. So this is rooibos. It's from, where is it? Oh, I put it all in here. Isn't this cute? I got this thrifting. So rooibos is an African tea, and it tastes so good. I love it. It's like smoky and a little sweet, and it tastes like it would have caffeine in it, but it doesn't have caffeine. It's so delicious. And you know what? It's beautifying. It has alpha hydroxy acids in it. And like there are studies who show like people who drink like 2 or 3 cups a day or something become more beautiful. And yeah, I have 3 tea bags in here, but that's not why. I just because it's a big cup. That's why I have 3 tea bags. And I like it strong too. Because I only have, I have 3. I don't know. I like it strong too, because otherwise it can be kind of weak though. Yeah, so I wasn't like into cooking tonight. It's Taco Tuesday. Every Taco Tuesday I come up with a new taco, and then I usually make a video of it. And I still have yet to have the last Taco Tuesdays video out. The video is made, and I'm about to upload it tonight. And it was really, 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 really good. And the tacos are always vegan and gluten-free. So this taco was it was like a cauliflower taco with a romesco, a green romesco sauce made with poblanos and tomatillos and almonds. And oh my God, this one was really good. And I'm developing a bunch of gluten-free taco, vegan and gluten-free taco recipes so I can get a collection together for you guys, either to have on my website or maybe a book or something like that. But I just want to do it. I want to have Taco Tuesdays every day. Yes, I want to have Taco Tuesdays every day. No, I want to have Taco Tuesdays every week for a year. And then, have a year of tacos. So that's like the plan. But if they don't work, like the one before, I don't think it needs some work. I will develop them further before I turn them into a recipe. And then they might show up again on Taco Tuesdays. So this evening's Taco Tuesday, I just made a really short video. It's over on Instagram. If you ever go on Instagram, it's like a little 3-minute video. I don't want to put it here because it's in the wrong aspect. It's like, it's done in a portrait mode. And I just think that would be frustrating, to watch on YouTube because it's not set up for that. But, so tonight's taco was like, I couldn't be bothered, but it came out so good. It was like, I couldn't be bothered taco. And, why can't I open this up? So what I did was I started out with some tofu and I started pressing it, and then I was like, I can't be bothered. I can't wait to get all the water out. I'll just kind of saute it out. So I squeezed it, crumbled it, and started sauteing it in a tablespoon of oil to get it crisp. Put some Slap Your Mama sauce because I wanted like a kind of a Cajun sort of taco. And then I put too much Slap Your Mama on it, and it was salty. It was too salty. Because originally, like I said, I was in a can't be bothered mode. I was going to add this to it, Peruvian lentils. These are really good, by the way, but there's salt in this. And so I couldn't add more salt to it. I needed something to dilute the salt. So I ended up putting a can of garbanzo beans in it. And then I put another I drained it. And then I put another tablespoon of oil in it. And I just kind of let like the garbanzo beans and the tofu just sit in a single layer. I kind of pressed it down, and then it would get kind of crispy. Like it would get what do you call it in paella? A sacrat. I can't remember what it's called. Sacrat. What is it? I can't. Sacrat or something like that. Who's here? Hi, Whitty. How are you? So good to see you. Yes, I remember you. Yes, totally. Totally. And I think we're following each other on Facebook too, which is cool. It's cool. And thank you for coming back. That's really, really nice of you. I appreciate it. So then that's what this is. This is just like, what is it called? Oh, you would know, Woody. When you make paella and you get that crunchiness at the bottom of rice, sacrat. It's not Socrates, it's Socrat something. I can't. Darn it. But you know what I'm talking about, right? It's like the crunchy stuff. So I try to get that, with the chickpeas and the tofu. Just kind of put them in a single layer down on the pan and just let it sizzle, for, I think Allison Roman would call it frizzled. They kind of fry sizzle, I let them frizzle. So yeah, and then I started getting into it. See, that's the thing, is like once you start, even if you don't want to do it, once you start, then you start getting into it. So I was like, oh, I'm going to throw some poblano into it. And then I put some onion and garlic powder, because I could not be bothered to chop an onion or garlic. And then I was like, oh, well, maybe it needs some more color. So I knew I had some strained tomatoes in the fridge. So I put a little bit of tomatoes in it. And then I took usually I don't buy prepared things because I try to be frugal. It's not because I'm a snob about it. I'm just trying to be frugal because the more frugal that I am, the more I get to do the things that I want to do. Otherwise, I have to, go get a job, work long hours. Oh, did I not accept your friend request? Because I see your posts. The crunch is good flavor. The crunch is everything I love for the crunch. I love that crunch. That's why I can't go oil free, because you don't get the crunch. You just don't get the crunch if you don't use oil. I'd rather eat less and use more oil, and also I think that's even better for you. I think, how like there's these vegans who like they're whole food plant-based, no oil, and they eat massive amounts of food. I don't think that eating massive amounts of food is really all that good for you. I think it's better to eat less and have a little bit of oil. Hi, Meredith. Oh, I better don't jump. I've got a really precarious rig here. Everything might fall down. Hi. You got a phone call right at 9. That's fine. That's fine. I don't get phone calls. So I think congratulations. You got a phone call. I'm just kidding. No, I really don't get very many phone calls. And that's okay because I'm an introvert. So I was talking about the tacos that I made tonight. So usually I have been coming with a taco, but the truth is I like to eat 3 tacos all at once, and having 2 tacos at like 7 and then having another taco at 9, not working for me. Like it's just, I'm too full. So, oh, Bob is in Utah. So Meredith, Meredith is my friend, and Witty's my friend too. So I don't know if you could see his information. So Meredith just came back from New Mexico. She just came back from the Taos area in New Mexico. So how was that? How was that? I'm sorry, like it's coming down on me. It's, I'm not trying to, be like, what's the word, like hide my wrinkles. It's just hide my double chin. It's just how it ended up working. It was high. Oh, did you get altitude sickness? I used to live in the mountains in New Mexico. I lived up at 7,400 feet, way up high. And when people visited us, sometimes they would get altitude sickness, which was a problem. Yeah. So, I'm going to dump my rooibos. Ouch. Oh, okay. Yeah, so, and what else let me finish what I was saying about the tacos. So, to top the tacos, and I just went and got some store-bought pico de gallo. They, like we have a co-op, and they have a really, good pico de gallo, and I just chopped some avocados in with it, and had an avocado salsa. So I was going to do blackened mushroom tacos, but I just was not into like anything crazy, because when I lived in California, there was this place in Laguna called Taco Loco, and they had these like blackened tofu tacos and blackened mushroom tacos that were to die for, and they had a salsa with avocados in it, and it was so good. Meredith says, first time I ever had altitude sickness. Oh, man. Yeah. What's the altitude there? It's got to be like 7,000 feet too, huh? Oh, how long did it last? Did it like ruin your whole trip? Why can't I talk? Did it ruin your whole trip? I keep I'm like this, like, can I hear you? But no, I can't hear you. 9,200. Holy moly. Where were you? Is that just Taos? Or were you up by the ski resort? Bob goes skiing a lot. I'm supposed to be going to Sun Valley, Idaho at the end of this month, but we've got so We got so much going on. I'm not sure if it's going to happen. We're selling the house, I think. I'm afraid to talk about it, but we're under contract. The house we have in New Mexico. So fingers crossed. I have to do it. Fingers crossed. Please. Yeah, you're in the ski valley. Okay. Yeah. So did you just hang out in the ski valley, or did you go down to like the Taos Village, or, you know, did you go to like the Pueblo or anything like that? Did you go to the D.H. Lawrence Ranch? What is going on there? Yeah. So, and Michael's on the phone with the phone company right now. So they charged us for like an extra. They charged us for a phone that we never bought, which is nuts. Lots of fun times with friends. Okay, that's awesome. So were you able to have a little Riesling? Both Meredith and I, we love our Riesling. It's our Riesling for being. We love Riesling. So, Woody, what kind of, do you like wine? Do you drink wine? And what kind do you drink? Riesling's good too. It works with the vegan food as well. It's hard to match vegan food with wine. It's hard to pair. Went into the town of Taos. Okay. Oh, I've never been to Arroyo Seco. Oh, that's awesome. I actually have never been to the Taos Pueblo, but when I lived there, my boss, she was from Acoma. She was like the chief's daughter, and she was married, I think, to someone high up at Taos Pueblo. I mean, like lineage-wise. They both had, you know, normal jobs. I mean, like, it was for the school. I worked for the school district, and I worked for, what is it? No, I can't remember what the name was. Like, it's the department that takes care of truancies and stuff like that. Yeah. So it was crazy. Because we were like, when kids were missing too much school, we would kind of put their parents on trial. But it wasn't like a real legal trial. The court liaison, that's what it was. The court liaison, yeah. So there was like, you know, we were like kind of in a way the school mayor's office. But it's like, you know, when you get like a parking ticket on a college campus, like it's not really enforceable anywhere else. Okay. So Meredith says, went into the town of Taos, also stopped in Arroyo Seco and Taos Pueblo. And she also says, for a second, I thought you meant you were selling your current house. No, the log cabin, I'll never leave it. It's mine. Although I would have said that about the house in New Mexico. It is amazing. It's up in the mountains, and it's just like out in the middle of nowhere. Like our neighborhood had 18 houses, but you wouldn't see anybody. And because it's, you know, mountains and trees and stuff like that, you wouldn't hear anybody unless you were like shooting or something. And it was just so beautiful. It was just so free, beautiful, and wild. And we had 7 dogs, and we would just go mountain biking and hiking, and like it was wild. Like there were mountain lions and bears, and my neighbor shot a bear in his house. It's called how do I say it? It's like tijeras, but it's scissors in Spanish. So it'd be like tijeras. Yeah. Oh, you don't drink alcohol. Good for you. I'm trying to be as healthy as can be and eat good vegan food full of flavor. Yes, I'm all about vegan food full of flavor. Yeah, I mean, and one of the ways that I do that is I, I, I'm influenced, I'm inspired a lot by like African and Middle Eastern cuisine, all the in Indian, like just all the spices and herbs, and there's just so much flavor. And they also they're not as meat forward as like Northern European food, so they kind of they know how to deal, they know how to get the flavors into like lentils and legumes and stuff like that. um I'm I'm like really into beans. I'm really into legumes. It's kind of crazy. Like if I'm traveling and I really like crave it. Um, yeah, it's crazy. It's funny because you just get so used to, I keep taking my glasses off and off. You just get so used to eating a certain way. And we don't go out that much. We just eat in all the time now. And it's hard because I have a gluten allergy too. So, yeah, we're just eating in a lot, and I'm just so used to legumes. It's like my steak. Okay. Yeah, so T. Harris, we lived off the grid too. We lived off the grid at 7,400 feet. It was up against the National Forest. It was so awesome. And I would love to live there again. It kind of really makes you kind of cognizant of your age, though, when you live off grid like that, because when it snowed, it was crazy. You had to get up on the roof to get the snow off of the solar panels. You had to build a fire. Like we lived off of wood burning. We heated our house with our wood burning stove, and yeah, I mean, there was a lot of crazy maintenance. And sometimes it would get so cold, it would get, like weeks at like 0 temperature. How cold was it in Taos when you were there? I know that there was just a storm just recently, but you probably have been, have been home since then, right, Meredith? Meredith says, after the holidays and all of my traveling, I'm trying to take a break from alcohol, but I caved tonight. Yeah. It happens one day at a time. It was part of my resolution to drink less, and I'm actually doing it. But so for women, if you have one glass a night, it actually, if you're not an alcoholic, it's good for you, because any kind of alcohol, we're not talking about like the resveratrol and stuff in wine, just any kind of alcohol, because it stresses your body just enough to trigger a repair mechanism. It's called hormetic stress or adaptive stress, and you end up more repaired. You end up better than before. It's kind of like exercise. When you go running or you do weights, you break down your muscle just enough for it, and then it repairs itself and it gets even better. But for women, if you go over like if you have 2 glasses, it's too much. Then you're doing more damage than repair. Something like that. Of course, I think there needs to be more studies to really kind of figure it out. And also it depends on our height and weight and what kind of our ethnicity, I guess, because of the enzymes are different. The way we break down alcohol is different depending on where our genes are from. Yeah, but that's, I used to work in the wine industry, and I've been really, really into wine. So that's been kind of hard to give up. But you know what? Going vegan, I actually was vegan before getting into the wine industry. And then I got into the wine industry, and I worked at a cheese shop, a cheese and wine store. And that's when I went off vegan for a while. But going vegan has helped me stay off of wine, because now I'm not eating the cheese, which makes me want the wine. And you know how that goes. It's sort of like if you are trying to quit smoking, maybe you lay off the coffee because the coffee triggers. I don't know if this is the case for people now, but you know, I'm Gen X, and like way back in the day when I was, you know, when I was in my youth, I used to go to coffee houses and smoke, and that was like really cool. And it was really hard to drink a cup of coffee and not smoke, so I had to give up the coffee in order to give up the smoke. So Meredith said it snowed the day we left. It was quite the adventure, digging the car out, then driving to the airport, but it all worked out. Temps were moderate the rest of the week, like 40s. Oh, that's really nice. That's good. That's really good. Yeah, that means like that it was probably pretty warm in Albuquerque. That's awesome. So was it sunny? Hello, new person. Good to see you. Introduce yourself if you want. I can't see you, so you can be incognito and hide, and that's if you want, you can totally lurk. That's fine. So it's Vegan Taco Tuesday, and usually I come on with a taco and I share what I have, but this time I didn't. I had all 3 of my tacos at 7 o'clock, and I just couldn't have another one at night. But I'll tell you what I made. I just didn't want to. I was really tired today. I just didn't really want to cook. So basically, I just frizzled some tofu and chickpeas together with Slap Your Mama seasoning and put it in a taco. I just dry heated the tortilla and then put some salsa with avocado on top of it, and it was delicious. And that is a vegan gluten-free taco. Super easy. It took, I don't know, like 10 minutes. Super easy. And I do have a video of me doing it, just like a really realistic video. It's over on Instagram if you want to see. It's just like really, like I'm just like talking to my husband and cooking, and you know, nothing fancy, no gimmicks. I don't do gimmicks. You know, I know that's what works. People want the dopamine rush. They want like all the pretty photography and stuff like that. I just really focus on the cooking and the content and the information, you know, more than the marketing and the aesthetics. Okay. So Meredith says, one day my friend and I sat outside having coffee and I actually got too hot. Oh, I wish I was that friend. That sounds so amazing. I remember going there and sitting at a cafe waiting for my husband, and I had my dog Nellie with me. And I just felt so cool. I felt like this is back in the days when, you know, I felt like I wanted to be cool. But I was I was just hanging out in the cafe with my beautiful black German Shepherd, having a cocktail. It was so cool. Oh, daily dose of cringe. Okay. I love meat. That's still kind of, I don't know. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but that's kind of lame. So, I don't like cringy people. I don't know, how can I get rid of you? I just removed him. It's just rude. Yeah. I know. We don't live that far apart. Right? You know, I really want to go to Colonial Williamsburg. We should meet there someday if we sell the house. Maybe. I mean, we're under contract, so It was 66 here today. It will be 72. Wow. Okay, so where are you, up high in Arizona, or are you down low? Hi, Bradley. How are you? My name is Stevie. Welcome to Stevie's Earth-Based Kitchen. It's Taco Tuesday. It's Vegan Taco Tuesday. I make tacos, every Tuesday, vegan and gluten-free tacos. And I come on here and I show you my taco, which just sounds so freaking weird. Today, but you know what? I didn't come on with my taco. I came on with, this is what the taco wasn't the taco. It's like frizzled chickpeas and tofu with slap ya mama. With a slap ya mama seasoning, because I just couldn't be bothered to do anything, anything else. I was just, yeah, I'm just kind of tired. I'm kind of burnt out. I do have a video of last week's taco that I'm going to upload tonight, and it was really, really good. It's like a roasted cauliflower taco with a green romesco sauce, and that romesco sauce had like poblanos and tomatillos, garlic. Like, you know, it was just good. I loved it. It was really yummy. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Being 70. Well, I don't know. It was cold here. It was 55 degrees today. The sun was out, but there was a breeze and the wind chill was just so cold. I don't know. It just felt so cold, but I do like, 50, 60 degree weather. I go outside and in like a tank top and I do my exercise in cold weather because I'm trying to get a little bit of like that free cold therapy, that adaptive stress that I was talking about earlier, the hormetic stress, hormetic stress. That's like the New Mexico, I'm not pronouncing my H. The hormetic stress. If you're a little cold, anytime you're a little uncomfortable, you're stressing, you're giving yourself micro dosage. I can't. What is that thing when words start sounding funny to you? Micro doses of stress, and it triggers your mechanism, your repair mechanism in your body, and it actually helps you kind of repair your epigenome. Yeah, like not your genes, but the way the program that actually triggers the way your genes express, that gets a little corrupted over time. And if you stress it out, it starts repairing itself. And it kind of renews itself. Something like that. I'm getting this from David A. Sinclair, the book Lifespan. He also has a podcast that I've just been loving. That's, the healthy aging stuff. It's, that's kind of where I'm coming from. I'm coming from like that kind of stuff, like from I know it's terrible. A lot of the research comes from animal studies, but they're learning things. So, I was going to say it's an awkward silence, but I mean, I could just be in silence, but I'm getting a little awkward. So is anybody watching anything new that they recommend? I need to feed my dogs. Okay. They're crying for food right now. Okay, here you go. I would show you, but if I take the rig down that I have set up, I'm afraid it's all going to come tumbling down. But I would show you my babies. They're so cute. No, Meredith, Leanne is not coming on with me. She feels uncomfortable because she's not vegan. And I'm like, it's fine, but she feels like this is the wrong, I don't know. I think she's also a little overwhelmed, because she just moved. She's really loving her new place. Yeah, but But I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if people aren't vegan. I mean, I truly believe that people have their own things that they prioritize. Like there's a lot of, I mean, I don't know. Yes, I do care about like the animals, and I wish more people were vegan or more people ate less meat. But in terms of like individual friends or whatever, statistically, I wish more people were vegan. But in terms of, just people in my life, they're just gonna do what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? Not really bothered at all. Ooh, I know. I just wanted a girl chat, but she might come on Friday. She said she might. You can come on with me if you want. Or we could just Zoom. Is that what you want? You just want to Zoom? Just like we want to all three Zoom? That would be fun. We should do that. Why do you have to be left-handed for your artwork to show? Why is that? Friday. So I'm going to come on Friday here. I think. Yeah, I'm going to come on Friday here. So I do that at 9. But we can come before. Maybe like at 8 or something. Let's see. David Boulay died? I saw that. Oh my God. David Boulay, the chef. What happened? Oh, because of the food he eats. Oh man, you know the Boulay restaurant in New York? It's very, very. Well, they what do you call it? It shut down a couple years ago, I think. But you might know David Boulay. Yeah, so he just died of a heart attack. He oh my God, we ate there a couple times. The Boulay, it was once called the Boulay Bakery, and then it was just Boulay, I think. And we went there for a multi-course meal with a wine pairing. I mean, it was like expensive as hell, but it was incredible. Like that's where I truly learned about wine pairings, like, and what that can do, and the food was pure art. Yes, Friday. Oh, yeah, okay. Hi, hello, Jackson. I think that you're Jackson, right? Hello, Jackson. How are you? Welcome to Stevie's Earth-Based Kitchen. It's Vegan Taco Tuesday, and we're just chatting. This was what was inside my taco. I didn't bring the taco because I already ate it. But it's just like I really didn't want to cook tonight. I was just tired. So basically, I just put tofu in a pan with some oil and kind of frizzled it. Got a little crispy on the bottom. Added some Slap Your Mama seasoning and added some some chickpeas, frizzled that, and then put it in a taco. I just took some tortillas and I put it over dry heat, to soften them. And so I just stuffed this in the tortillas and put a salsa mixed with avocado over it, and it was perfect and delicious, and it took like 10 minutes. It was so easy. Yeah. So perfect for a night when you don't really want to cook. You don't have to go through the drive-thru. It was quicker than a drive-thru. And it was, it's the quickest thing you could do. Quicker than opening up a package. I was going to open up a package. I was actually going to, put this in it. But I put so much Slap Your Mama in the tofu, and it got so salty that I didn't want to add anything with salt to it, so I just added it. Michael, are you vegan? No. He's vegan at home. He's probably missing the cheese platters that I used to make. Crazy cheese platters. No more cheese platters. And he did bring me home a quart of ice cream yesterday that I'm not going to have. But Jenny's ice cream. Mike, oh, yeah, Michael. How old was David Boulay?
70.
He was 70. Well, I mean...
Do you remember when we took Jordan there?
Yeah.
And she was pregnant and we didn't know?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Jordan was 21 and pregnant. She came to New York and all she kept on talking about was how the whole city like smelled like ass. I mean, she was just... And I was like, no, it doesn't. I don't know what's up with you. And we were walking down the street. She's just like, it stinks. And then someone just pulled down their pants in front of us and took a squat. I was like, oh, okay. But yeah, she was just talking about it constantly. Had no clue. I don't think she was sure whether she was pregnant or not either.
She was sure.
She was sure. She pretended that she wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Boulay was...
We took her to Boulay and you got the wine pairing and
yeah.
she wouldn't drink anything.
Right. Yeah.
And then she...
yeah, that's right.
And then she chastised us for the money we spent on that meal at Boulay.
I know, I know. She was so mad at us because it was a very expensive dinner. It was very expensive. It was like, I don't know, like $300 a plate?
The bill was $700 for the 3 of us.
$700 for the 3 of us. And she didn't get the wine pairing. Yeah, because she was pregnant. And that was a long time ago, because now my grandson is, Easton is 8, right?
Yeah.
8. I have an 8-year-old grandson. No, it's kind of funny because Michael, well, yeah. So he's vegan a lot of the time. Let's just say he's a flexitarian. Yeah. Like today at work he ate empanadas. And one was a spicy cheese empanada, and the other one was spinach, was probably lots of cheese. But I haven't been having any cheese or any of it. But he got ice cream. I'm like, that's not gluten-free either. Most ice cream is not gluten-free, right? So in order to get... when you make ice cream, you can make a custard with eggs to thicken it, or you can thicken it, with flour. Whenever I made it, I thickened it with flour, and I'd never used eggs. I actually used Jenny's recipe. But yeah, so when you use the flour, a lot of ice cream is not gluten-free because of that. You basically make a pudding, you make like a blancmange pudding and then you freeze it, or you make a custard with eggs. All right, okay. Well, I'm gonna sign off tonight. Oh, hi, there's more people here. Welcome to Stevie's Earth-Based Kitchen. It's Vegan Taco Tuesday and gluten-free tacos. I come here every Tuesday and I make a taco. A different taco. I actually film a video where I'm making a taco, and it's some taco recipe that I'm developing because at the end of the year I want to have a collection of taco recipes, kind of like a book. And then tonight I was just really tired though, so I made a really quick taco with frizzled chickpeas and tofu in a slap your mama seasoning. Super easy. I topped it with a salsa with avocado. Actually it's a pico de gallo with avocado. And it was really good. I was gonna make like a blackened mushroom taco because I wanted to dupe a taco from Laguna Beach. I used to live in San Clemente, but in Laguna Beach there's this place. I don't know if it's still in existence, but it's Taco Loco, and they had like the best tacos, you know, like blackened mushroom taco with the avocado salsa. That was just to die for. Oh, all right. Okay, well, I am going to sign off. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'll be back on Friday to talk about, pardon me for playing with my bra, talk about something topical, something to do. I haven't decided what I want to talk about yet, but if you have any ideas, definitely leave a comment and let me know. But usually, you know, it's something to do with veganism, healthy aging, or happiness. And happiness typically is kind of like wellness, kind of philosophical. Yeah. Niall, what does that mean? I don't, Nyaloa. Okay, Meredith knows her. Sounds great. Your vegan taco idea. I will try with my cashew cream. Okay, so, what taco? This taco recipe with cashew cream? I mean, a little cilantro crema, like cashew crema, would be really great on it. But I was just tired. I didn't want to do it. So what? I'm curious. I'm not going to go until you tell me. So are you going to make this with the cashew cream? Like as a sour cream or something? Or like a cheese? Like kind of a cheesy cashew cream? She's your niece-in-law! Oh my God! Oh my God. I'm so happy to meet you. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. So I'm curious. Okay, well, yeah, so if you have any ideas about what the topic should be on Friday, leave a comment below. That would be wonderful. So veganism, healthy aging, happiness. You know, you can ask me anything, really. I mean, yeah, that sounds, lots of lime. That sounds so good. You know what I use a lot, but it's, let me show you. I think you can get this in a lot of places, but I like this, you know, whenever I want to make some, it's probably more expensive than just doing cashews. But in a pinch, you know, when you want to make something quick, you can make great tzatziki sauce with this. You can make, you know, great cremas, all kinds of things. When I make vegan pasta sauces, I will use a little cashew cream and use a little bit of this because it has the fermentation, the little bit of the funkiness, which I really, really like. And so I made a mushroom cream sauce that was so good. I actually have the video to upload. I'm still working on a little scripting part of it that I can't quite get right. But I made that cream sauce with the yogurt, cashew cream, a little bit of, can't tell my husband, sauerkraut. I blended it into it. I blended in this, wait. I blended in the sauerkraut. I blended in the sauerkraut and it gave it a little bit of acidity and kind of that umami funkiness and cheesiness. It almost gives it a cheesiness. And it is really, really good. So, yeah, I love this. Just plain. Guess it has no sugar or anything. Yeah, I don't know. I absolutely love this. I find it to be the best one, you know, because it has that fermentation flavor. It's not crazy sour, but it has a little bit of that funkiness, and doesn't, you know, taste like coconuts. The other one that I really like is Cocoa June, but it tastes like coconut. No, not Cocoa June. Cocoa June. The problem I have with Cocoa June is I think that one is like actively fermenting. Half the time I get it, you know, I open it up and it's like actively bubbling, and that's fine for me, but that's kind of turns my husband off. Yes, I put the nutritional yeast in it as well. You know, with the yeah. I have to get new nutritional yeast. Where I have to organize my nooch, but I'm all out of it. The thing with nooch, which is really good, most of it has B12 in it, and you don't. So one of the misconceptions. One of the things a lot of like meat eaters say about vegans is that we need to supplement B12 so it's not natural. Which is, I don't know, that's debatable, because the B12 comes from bacteria. The animals get the bacteria from the soil that they are grazing from. And then we get it from the animal who's been grazing. But when you're dealing with industrial farming, those animals don't graze. So they don't get the B12 from the soil. They have to be supplemented themselves. And, but some say that if we actually didn't wash I'm not suggesting this, but some say that if we didn't wash our vegetables, or if our soil was in better condition, we'd be getting this B12 from our soil as well. Which, you know, may be true, or you can get B12 from pond water or something, which, you know, may be true. I wouldn't risk. I would always supplement with B12 no matter what, because you just, you know, to be on the safe side. But you don't need, pardon me. Oh my God, sorry. You don't need that much B12. So like you need about 2.5 micrograms of B12 a day. That's it. Here's my B12 supplement. It's got 1,500 micrograms of B12. So I use this maybe once every 2 weeks. That's it. And the B12 stores in your intestines like up to 3 years. So you're not going to be B12 deficient, you know, for a few years, you know, on a vegan diet. It's going to take a while. And when they do studies on vegans now, they're realizing like nobody is deficient on B12 because you're supplemented. You know, whenever you have like your nooch or your yogurts or your milks. But you're not always supplemented. Like this, I love this soy milk. It's very neutral tasting, and all it is soybeans and water. But you don't get B12 from this. So you gotta, you know, still, you know, kind of be mindful. Another thing is iodine. Like, people just in general might not be getting enough iodine. And part of that is, I think, because so many of us have given up on iodized salt. We eat a lot of sea salt that is not fortified with iodine. And so a lot of people, you know, when they compared like omnivores to vegans, they found that like both groups were low in iodine. But yeah, nutritional yeast does have B12, which is great. For iodine, I take a multivitamin. I actually don't really take this anymore, to tell you the truth. I take the multivitamin for vegans, and it has the iodine and the B12. My husband takes that. But for iodine, you can also get it from nori, kelp, sea vegetables. And if you're still eating fish, fish. No problem. I'm obsessed, you know, with like learning all kinds of things. So. Okay, well, I am going to sign off, and I would love to see you on Friday or next Tuesday. I am going to be uploading my taco video tonight. I have tonight's taco video over on Instagram. It's like really loosely filmed. You know, I'm talking to my husband at the same time. Very, very real, very authentic. But if you want to see how I did it, and then I have a long form video where I make my cauliflower taco in the romesco sauce, which is so good. And that will be up probably in a couple of hours. Woody says, every year we have a gathering northeast of Quartzsite, Arizona called the Rolling Vegan Rendezvous. You don't have to be vegan to attend, but it has to be vegan if you're... That sounds like so much fun. Oh my gosh. That sounds like so much fun. Oh, how cool. So every year, what time of the year is it? Okay, road trip, guys. Meredith, Naye. Is it Naye? Am I saying it right? Okay, well, yeah, that's a road trip to Arizona. Oh, in January. Oh, we missed it. So we got a year to save up. That sounds like so much fun. Hey, that could be a business expense for me, right? Yeah. That would be a good video. That'd be a really good video. Nayeli. Oh, that's beautiful. Nayeli. I love it. That's so beautiful. Okay, that sounds cool. So there's also a chance that I would be in New Mexico at that time anyway, because we try and go every year around Christmas and New Year's. So maybe I'll be in New Mexico. Awesome. Cool. I bet. I bet she's beautiful. Everybody in your life is beautiful. You're beautiful, Meredith. I envision your life as just full of love and beauty. You know, you just seem to attract that. That would be fun, wouldn't it? That would be a really fun trip. Oh my God, it's something to plan, right? You know what? So what I'll probably be doing a little bit more on this channel is, I guess this would fall in the beauty, healthy aging, but a little bit more like beauty stuff maybe. I don't know. It does so well on my channel. Like every time I put up a gray hair video, that like I get like tens of thousands of interaction. But I don't ever want to stop, you know, doing my cooking videos and all of that, because, and I don't really, the problem with the beauty content is that I just use the same products in my hair all the time. I have just a handful of like makeup. I use the same thing all the time. Nothing changes. There's nothing I could ever keep up on it. You know, like I don't want sponsorships. I don't want people sending me product. We've already done that. That was my Instagram days. I got so much product that just accrued on my shelves, and they finally all expired, or I got rid of them, or I gave them away, you know, but I'm just not really into that. And, you know, looking back at all the pictures where I'm just like, ooh, you know, I don't know. I mean, it was fun, but it's a little cringy. Just a little cringy. Oh, yeah. Sigh. Okay. Well, I'm going to cut out. It's 10 o'clock, and I'm a little sleepy, but it was so wonderful chatting with you today, guys. Thank you so much for showing up. I really, really appreciate it, and I have so much fun. And yeah, Meredith, let's see if we can get together with Leanne on Friday. Wouldn't that be fun? Like, we can Zoom. I think that would be so cool. I think we should do that. Not live, but just Zoom. Okay? Does that sound cool? All right. And you know what? Nayela, you would be invited too. It would be fun. All right. Good night. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Goodbye.